Okay, well, thanks, guys. Really hurt for our guys today. You know, we worked hard to get this opportunity and just didn't get the result we wanted, and that's tough on guys that put in a lot of work and effort to get to this point, and you know, so I'm hurting for them. Guys that have come back for another season, 6th year, put their life on hold just to be part of this program, and you know, really proud of a lot of the things that they've done in this program and accomplished with these end of the year deals. When it's over, they're hard and hard to know what to say. But about the game, you know, just congratulations to Sac State. I thought they came in and played really well early, made the choice to take the ball and were very aggressive and went down and scored. And I thought that was a big point in the game that they got out in front. And for us, it was defensively 3rd down. We needed to get off the field and didn't do that. And then, you know, our guys hung in there. I thought, you know, right before half was important to score there. We didn't get a score. And so it remains a 2-score game, but came out and went down and scored, got a 3-and-out, scored, tied the game. And now the crowd's into it and really helped us. And getting to the 4th quarter, you know, the negative plays. They made plays and got ahead again. And we needed to get ahead in that game the way it was going because it was a high-scoring game. But in the end, they made more plays than we did. But I was proud of our guys. A number of guys made plays today. Offensively, we moved the ball and scored and put pressure on their defense. But they were able to score more points than we were.
Well, Coach, what was the biggest issue defensively? What gave you the most trouble?
Yeah, I think their quarterback, very athletic, and he made plays early in the game. You know, we weren't as solid on coverage as we would like to be early, but their quarterback, and then when he flips the field, you know, you have a couple things defended pretty well, and he takes off and runs and flips the field. That puts you on your heels a bit, and you know, they spread you out, and tackling in space was an issue, and but the quarterback made a huge difference. I think he had 8 carries the first half for over 100 yards.
Well, CJ, was there still belief in the locker room at halftime? You guys down a couple scores. What's the feeling like there?
Yeah, there's always belief. If you're a part of UND, I mean, everyone was still together. We knew what we were capable of. We've done it plenty of times this year, just come back. So, I mean, there was no doubt that we thought we were going to come back and win that game.
Bo, what was the difference in the 4th quarter? You guys it was a tie game, your ball. What ended up being the difference?
I think, like Coach said, negative plays, those killed drives, set us back into 2nd and long and 3rd and long. It's hard to get momentum and drives going. And I just think we needed to finish better in the 4th quarter.
Coach, what did you think of this sequence where UND starts the 4th quarter, ball near midfield, and then I think it was consecutive sacks? Did you feel like you needed to block it better? Would you have preferred to run the football? What do you think of that sequence?
Well, after it's over, you always know what to do. I mean, that's the easy part. First play, we were going to go a little play action, and they defended it well. And Tommy couldn't get away. So now it's 2nd and long, and then, you know, long yardage it's tough when they're good up front, and we had to punt the ball away, and we weren't going to do that. You know, we were in an aggressive frame of mind. If we could have got it to 4th and manageable, we were going to go for it on 4th down today because it was one of those games. And I don't know what we were on 4th down. 2 of 3, you know, we converted 2 4th downs on one of the scoring drives, the one for a score. So we did a good job of that. But, yeah, you know, you call a play, and when it works, everybody's excited, crowd's up, we're up, and sometimes they don't work. And then you get behind the sticks a bit.
CJ, I guess how do you? It's still pretty fresh, but you spent a good chunk of your life here. You know, how do you sum it up after kind of what you've been through in this program and some of the successes you've had along the way?
Well, I'll just start off. I appreciate everyone who has brought me here, from Coach Schweigert, Coach Fromm recruiting me, just giving me a chance and then the opportunity to come back for my 6th year too. I've learned so much from my teammates, from coaches, just from the community as a whole, and just to be able to take that in and take it with me. I mean, I appreciate that so much, and I mean, yeah, this is home, so spent a lot of my life here, learned a lot of lessons, met a lot of people, and I appreciate my time here.
Chris, do you have something? I don't know how far the mic travels here. We're good? Yeah, we're good.
Coach, you guys are you're tied 28-28 going into the fourth quarter. You guys were down at one time, 28-14. What's the message to the guys heading into that fourth quarter, knowing that you guys battled back that far?
Well, we just got in that huddle there and said, let's go win the fourth. It's a tie game. We had the ball, and it was important to get ahead. I think, it was really important to get ahead, and then we didn't get ahead. And the unfortunate thing is we lost field position, and they got decent field position. We'd have had to punt it from the 50 or whatever. Now you can back them up yet, but I think that gave them a boost when they got that stop there. But we were feeling good going into the fourth. We just needed to make a play and go get ahead in the game.
Bubba, how do you assess the season as a whole? It might be early to look at the whole season as a whole, but when you look back, what comes to mind?
Yeah, I think it was a tough, gritty team. It wasn't easy. We had some real high points in the season. We beat our rival here in Grand Forks, which was a high point. I thought we came back and showed some real character. Our last 2 home games, to tie a game and send it in overtime and win it in overtime. And last week to win on a game-winning drive. So a lot of high points. So, we're always going to take a look and see what we got to do better on all phases of our game, whether it's special teams or, offense, defense. But overall, a lot of fun. I just really appreciate our guys. This was a really fun group to coach. They work hard. We get to coach football. We aren't dealing with a lot of stuff maybe people think you deal with in college football program. We haven't dealt with a whole lot of that, like very little, and I really appreciate that, and it's been a lot of fun.
The off season's coming. How the conversation? Some guys can come back for a 5th year. Some guys go. Some guys go portal guy. How do you have these? When do you have these conversations, and how soon?
Yeah, we'll start this week. We'll have individual meetings with our guys and see where guys are at and just move forward. It's where college football is right now, and but we got to let guys get out of here today, and we'll get together as a team tomorrow and kind of chart a path as we move forward, and then we'll get through the semester and then you start in January again on 2024.
Coach, you probably haven't coached in a lot of games where the opponent comes to Grand Forks and doesn't take a penalty. How key was that in this game to have them be clean in that regard?
Yeah, I think it helped them. No 1st and 15s or, they played a clean game, and there weren't many penalties overall in this game. So we haven't been a team that gets penalized a lot, but I think if you get ahead of them, maybe you put a little different pressure on them. Maybe those 5-yard penalties show up a little bit more, but it sure helped them. Man, that really helps when you avoid penalties.